Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. Um, we didn't really have a show yesterday, just really busy with stuff going on. But yeah, it's good to be back. Got football later on today, and yeah, so I guess we'll see if anyone joins the green room here. I know NBA is coming back. It should be in full swing pretty soon, and it's going to be really cool. Lakers have a much different team than last year. And, Giannis is going to want to do some stuff this year. Again, try to keep the title of champ. And then you got, the Suns. They're going to be wanting to come back and do some stuff. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, with my, just really fast before people join, with my music, it's been pretty crazy. I put up a 10-year type compilation, playlist, of what I consider to be my best songs. And there's part 1 and part 2. Part 2 is not released yet. Part one on itself could almost be the best of if I just did one album. I literally put, I think, majority of my best songs on there. There's one song that I put on there that I kind of wish I hadn't put that on there, because it's good, but it's almost like the rest of the songs are so good that it almost doesn't look good. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is, and it does. I feel like it belongs in a history compilation, which is kind of what this is, because it's a look back at pretty much my best stuff from the last 10 years. But because it was a song that was so much a big part of the songs I did when I first started, I felt like it needed to be in one of the lists. It's not really a bad song. It's kind of the lesser out of all the really good songs, though. So it's still a pretty good song. It's still a good song, but it's just so anyway, but yeah, it just kind of, well, I already explained it, I guess, but it just kind of doesn't work with the other songs quite as well. But yeah, I'm gonna put a new single out here pretty soon, so that's something to watch out for. I'm still trying to figure out the name of it. I think it's gonna be not perfect. I think it's probably what it's gonna be called. But yeah, it's cool, I got some stuff going on. My plan is to release that single, and then after that, I'll put out part 2 for my 10 years making music. Side B is what it's going to be called. The first one was side A. So it's got picture of a tape on it. It's supposed to be, the tape was side A, and the other side of the tape was side B. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Let's see, the big game this week is the Chiefs and the Bills. That's going to be really dynamic. Those quarterbacks always come to play, so that's gonna be something to really watch. Let's see, on where I live in Colorado, um, there's some games on here that on my TV. Let's see, Jets Falcons, New York and Atlanta are in a 10-0 game that just came across my phone. But yeah, anyway, that's going on. They're playing in London right now. Let's see here. So if I go over here and kind of look through the games here, I think it's like the Broncos and Steelers. Yeah, they're playing. Which I think the Broncos are gonna win pretty handedly. Teddy Bridgewater, he's supposed to be playing. That'll be Colorado time. That's gonna be at 11 a.m. Let's see here. And then we got Chicago with Justin Fields against the Raiders. That might turn out to be a good game if Fields is playing better now, which it seems like he might have had a better game last week especially compared to that first one where it was just terrible. Yeah, and then it wasn't necessarily his fault. Like a lot of people were thinking it was the other guy, the coach. And supposedly he's not, last I heard, he's not calling the plays for Fields anymore. Yeah, which that was a whole bunch of controversy there because it was just like, he was trying to remind everyone he's the boss and I chose who's calling the plays and all this stuff. It was just ridiculous, dude. Matt Nagy, a couple years ago or whatever, he seemed to be doing a really good job, and it seemed like, he was a lot more likable and stuff. And now Matt Nagy seems like he's at times a few games away from being fired. Not as much as Urban, though. Urban got caught like flirting and dancing with this chick after the Jags game last week. I'm sure most people have heard what's going on there. But yeah, he basically, didn't fly home with the team. The owner of the Jaguars, Shad Khan, he basically said, that's fine, you stay and visit with your family here and all this after the Cleveland. I think they played the Browns, but and Urban Meyer, I think, has a restaurant there, was my understanding, or a club or something, a bar or whatever it is. But anyway, yeah, I mean, he got himself in a little bit of not legal trouble, but just like his family's really not happy with him, I'm sure, right now. And, he's just, the owners come out and said some stuff, and he's got to win the locker room back and whatever else. So, I mean, Urban Meyer, it hasn't been going good. Their record is not good. I don't even think they've won a game yet. But yeah, it's just one of those things that, if you're a Jags fan, it's really rough right now for sure. And then, yeah, so that just reminded me, I guess, of London, because the Jags have been rumored for a long time to be the ones to move to London when that happens. And another big thing that was announced was that the NFL is going to play a game in Germany next year. So that, that'd be really cool if you get, like a Germany team and an English team like right away. Like even if they're, expanded to 34 teams from 32, that would be really cool. I'd be down for that. The teams though, I think we're spoiled here in a sense though. because everybody's in the same country right now. So you're definitely going to have pushback from players that are like, no, I don't want to go fly to Germany, but they just have to, but they complain about it. I mean, that's definitely going to happen. But yeah, so what else we got here? Looks like we got I talked about the Broncos Steelers. New York Giants playing the Cowboys, which the Cowboys have been doing really great. Dak is really taking an even bigger step this year. And the thing that's surprising that I don't know that a lot of people saw coming is that, what's his name? The quarterback for the Giants. What's his name? I was just thinking about it. Let's see. I can't think of Adam Jones, is it? Something like that. Yeah, but anyway, so the quarterback of the Giants, he's been doing really well. People now think it's not him that's the problem there. It's like the rest of the team. Daniel Jones, I think is his name. But yeah, it's crazy because, the Giants really haven't been good for, I don't know, maybe a decade or maybe 7 years, or I'm not sure exactly, but it's been a while. And ever since Eli left and they were moving on, and they've been waiting for Daniel Jones to get good. So it's, you got to feel good for him if they finally got their guy now. But yeah, I mean, that's super cool. And let's see, I'm gonna pull up the games here, and I'll do my picks really fast. NFL games. NFL games. Let's see. All right. So, Falcons are leading the Jets 17-0 now, because that's that London game. So, I guess I can't really pick that one. Because right now I would take the Falcons. It's only quarter 2 though, but I mean, I kind of feel like the Falcons are still going to win that. Patriots Texans, I take the Patriots. Lions Vikings, I am going to take the let's see here. I think the Vikings would win that one. All right, Eagles Panthers, I'm taking the Panthers. Saints Washington, I'm going to take the Saints on that one. Titans Jags, Titans. Dolphins Buccaneers, that's a pretty hard one. Well, I don't know, maybe not. The Bucks, I would say the Bucks. Packers Bengals, let's see. That's a, I could see Burrow beating them. I could. But I think the Packers are just a little better, so I'll take them. Let's see, Broncos Steelers. I think you got to go with the Bronx. Bears and Raiders. You probably better go with the Raiders on that one. Here's another tough one. Why can't I have any of these good ones like on my channels? Jeez. So Browns Chargers. I think I'm gonna take the Browns. No, actually, you know what? No. I'm taking the Chargers. Giants Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. 49ers Cardinals. Be a no-brainer. Cardinals. And let's see, Bills Chiefs. You got to go with the. Yeah, that's a tough one too. Probably the Bills. I feel a little better about that team versus the other team, so I'll go with the Bills. And then let's see, Colts and Ravens. It's going to be the Monday night game, so I think it's pretty safe to say the Ravens are going to win that. Yeah, so I feel better about all those selections. I think that'll probably be, kind of what happens there. So anyway, throwing in some game stuff really fast. I've been playing that Zelda Skyward Sword HD for the Nintendo Switch. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not bad. You know, it's a Wii game that they basically brought to Switch, and really doesn't look too bad. You can use the motion controls, which is why I was interested in it, because I really don't have a ton of games where you can do that. I mean, I guess I have some because I have like Oculus Quest and but on the Switch, I couldn't think of. I was trying to think of what I had where you could do that on the Switch, and I really don't think I have one. So now I do. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The Switch just continues to amaze me, and I mean, I get amazed by VR too. I have the Oculus Quest 2, and that amazes me too. But it's just like all the things that the Switch does, from handheld to you can play it on your TV to now you're playing a Wii game on it. It's really cool. Like it is really cool. I'll have to check out because I have Mario Galaxy, so I'll have to check out and see if the motion stuff is on that too. I would think it would be, because basically it's that was a Wii game, but they did that package where you get Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, which I had always wanted that game, and you got Mario Galaxy. So that's a really good package. They're not selling it anymore, unfortunately. So if you didn't get it within the amount of time, then that sucks. But you might be able to find a used copy out there. I imagine those will be expensive at some point too, unless they bring that back. But yeah, it's it's really cool that they, especially with Mario, like I'm a huge Mario fan, so the more that they put out Mario content, whether it's new or even the older stuff, like I think it's really cool. And then obviously with Skyward Sword, they were giving it a chance because it wasn't that big, from what I've heard. So it's getting like a second chance, and I think it's worth checking out. I've heard it's like the third best Zelda game on the console. Obviously Breath of the Wild being the first one, and then I think Link's Awakening people view as the second best one, I think. I mean, it probably depends on the person, but that seems to be, probably the consensus, like what the majority of people think. But yeah, Zelda is really cool. Breath of the Wild's a great game. I haven't actually beat it, but I have definitely played it some. And I need to get back to it. I actually got stuck on a part, and I just ended up playing other Nintendo stuff. Other stuff had come out or whatever, and so I need to get back to that. But yeah, it's really cool, and I think Metroid Dread is something I want to play next, or play soon. That must have just came out because I saw it was out. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any complaints with Zelda so far. I just started it, so it's gonna be, like, it's definitely dated. You can tell it's not like Breath of the Wild, obviously. But I'm not gonna knock it for that because it was a different time, a different era, when the type of game it is was more acceptable. If someone released this brand new today, it would be kind of like, wait, what's going on here? looks like an old game you guys just didn't put out until 2021. But since it's just like, they kind of just put it out right now, like it was on, it was on the other console and then they put it out now, then it's more, acceptable and all that. But yeah, it's, as far as getting back to NFL, yeah, I mean, it's going to be like a really good lineup today. And I think there's going to be a lot of there's I mean, like the whole time this year there's been a lot of upsets and different things. So I think that's probably going to continue. We'll find out, but I think it's really high likelihood that people are surprised about some results that happen in the game and all that. So, but anyway, guys, yeah, it was just a little short podcast. Nobody really jumped on the green room to really talk or chat about football or anything, but that's all right. I mean, I think we got our bases covered here. I did my picks and, talked about, what I've been playing and just kind of updated you a little bit on my music. And I mean, I think it was a pretty good, sweet, short podcast. And so I'm going to post this and then, hopefully next week, we can get Chris on the show or somebody on the show. I probably need to figure out like a phone number for like Chris or whatever, and just see if I can call him and be like, hey, I'm going to do a show in a little bit, because this green room thing is just, it's not really working out. It seems like we keep missing each other. So yeah, it's all right though. But yeah, it's a good little short podcast. And thanks for listening, everybody.